2 blocked kicks now in the last 2 weeks by you. Is there an art to that? I mean, do you practice things like that? I mean, how does that happen?
I think, when it comes to block kicks, it's really more about will and determination. But then also it's all depending on who you have next to you. And, last week it was Mike Purcell, and then this week it was Dre. And I really think it all comes down to effort. And those guys are, playing their tails off and giving 100% effort, and that's how you block kicks. It's never a one-man show. It's a complete team effort, and, we all work together. We work it during the week, but we work together to drive the guard back and get 2 big blocks today.
Shelby, last week after the Cleveland game, you said you guys got to get back to having fun and remembering why you play the game. Did y'all do that today? Did you do that leading up to this, and was it obvious?
I had a lot of fun today. Because here's my thing, why not? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're still playing football. So let's just go out there, fly around, and have a good time. And I really feel like you can see, the guys who are a little bit looser today, just going out there and playing. Get back to your roots. It was a lot of fun out there today.
Shelby, what's the mentality on that last drive when there's a sudden change and you need one more stop?
Get off the field. At the end of the day, it's the same mentality you had on that drive right before when we got the interception. Stop them. Get off the field. Things happen. But, a great defense figures it out. And, that was the message we kept harping. A great defense is going to figure this out. A great defense is going to, no matter what's thrown at them, they're going to overcome adversity. And that's what we did today. We really can do whatever we put our minds to, but it needs to be 11 collective minds with the same goal.
Shelby, I can still hear your passion now. Teddy said in the locker room there was a different fire. He felt like pregame. Did you sense that today, that the urgency translated, and can it moving forward as well?
I wouldn't say necessarily urgency. Yeah, obviously, we lost 4 in a row before this, so obviously you go into the game, you can't lose. That's the mentality you have. But, I just think people came ready to work today. It was like a hard hat lunch pail type of day. Let's go out there and work hard, and let's go out there and just prove we're the better team. We're tired of, leaving things up to chance. Why don't we just take control of our own destiny and go out there and ball?
Shelby, when you guys studied the film on special teams, did you think that you could have an opportunity to block kicks? Because, of course, Blewett had one blocked last week, too, in Green Bay.
Honestly, every week we think we can block kicks. Just with the scheme we run and the players that we have working together, I think we can block a kick every week. And honestly, teams are catching on to that. And so it's going to get harder and harder, but, the way we work together as a team, anything is possible.
Shelby, obviously sacks aren't always the only indicator of how hard and how well the defensive lineman is working, but to see Dre'Mont get on the board with those and the way he played, how good did that make you feel?
Man, I'm talking about my young dog is over here eating. And that's the thing, this is what we saw from Dre all camp. And, I just really feel like he took advantage of his opportunities today and really showed out. And he just showed y'all what we see all the time. And I'm talking about on one, it was funny because I didn't see how he got that first sack, his first solo sack. And I saw him a spin move. I said, "You bad, man. You over here spinning for sacks. It's this smooth, man." I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying. We're out here having fun, out here playing football. And that's the thing. It's just, when you have such positive energy running through your veins and running around the team, it's nothing we can't do.
I was just curious what you thought of the new arrivals, Weatherly and Young, and, how they contributed today.
Man, I can't speak highly enough for all the guys that stepped in at DN, outside linebacker, and the guys stepped in inside linebacker. To come in, to have a week and then have Barron, who's never played, come in and play like that, man, it's just kudos to them because we don't win that game without them. Their energy, their spark, them flying around, we need that. And so I'm so happy for those guys. It elevated our defense to a high level today.
And then what about the game Justin had? Because he's had some up and down moments this season, but obviously today it was pretty good throughout.
I don't think he's had really up and down moments. I think Justin's been a consistent force out there. And, it's up to, everyone else to say he had a bad game here or do that here. I believe in Justin. I know what Justin can do, and he can do that every week. Justin type player that can go do that every week. He's the center fielder. He's going to come over here, and with his quickness and his instincts, it's going to be hard to just go out there and throw it up. And obviously we struggled with that the last couple of weeks, but like I said, it's all about getting back to forms. And also, I just want to shout out, I see the Iowa hat in the back. I see Wisconsin went up there and dogged the boys yesterday. So I just wanted to just throw that out there. Just want to throw that out there. Appreciate it. Hey, I'm Wisconsin. Hey, bye.
What's up, Melvin?
What's happening?
You contribute with the 2 touchdowns. Was there also a sense of relief given how that weird ending with if you just take us through? You had a good game, but that ending was obviously a little bizarre.
Yeah, it was, not what we expected. I mean, it was crazy, man. Before going out there, I was like, okay, 2 hands on the ball. And then it opened up, and I was like, okay, I got to get the first down. And as soon as I was about to open up, you made the play on the ball. So that's on me. I've been in the league long enough to know, what to do. You just kind of get what you can and go down, punt the ball, and seal the game. But the defense had my back, though, so, hats off to those guys.
Melvin, what's the challenge for this offense, which was so good on 2 scoring drives today, but generally absent a lot of the rest of the time? How difficult is it to obviously gain that rhythm? Explain that to us.
We just got to make our plays, man. That's what it comes down to. We can't go 3 and out. You can't go 3 and out. Defense playing well. You just can't do it. You got to make your plays, and that's what it comes down to. There's no magic formula with this. We got to strain a little harder to get the first. When it's second and whatever, it can't be 2nd and 1. We got to go get it. Let's not leave it to that, So, like I said, no magic formula. We just got to strain a little harder. But we got the job done today.
Melvin, can you describe the mood in the locker room?
I mean, hell, it felt good, to get a win, man. We've been, kind of disappointed in ourselves. Last couple games, we lost 4 straight, So, getting a dub, getting back even, 500, it's a good feeling.
Melvin, when you guys went 3-0, you made a point to not get too high, but you could see the frustration after the 4 straight setbacks. Can you kind of put in perspective how this game maybe is a little bit different to get that good feeling back in that locker room?
Could you run that back? I was, busy trying to find where you were.
Melvin, I'm over here in the corner.
All right, yeah, let's go.
No, I'm just wondering, you guys always talk about not getting too high and too low.
Yeah.
But after the 4 straight setbacks, this team didn't seem the same. It did seem down a lot. Can you kind of put in perspective how big this win was for you guys to get? It didn't feel like just a regular win to kind of get back in that winning track.
Well, our backs are against the wall, so we have to come out every game and give it our all, This is the National Football League. No game is going to be easy regardless of what record the team has. You could have 1 win and get to the end of the season or the middle of the season and start and blow out a team that's undefeated. It's just this is how the league is. And we just, losing 5 straight, that's not who we are. That's not who we are. So we needed some change, man. We changed a lot of things, our demeanor, our attitude, a lot of things towards practice. So it meant a lot for us to go out here and get this dub.
Malik, you guys have to go back there after you kind of think you had the game won, have the sudden change. Can you take us through the sack you then made, on that final drive?
Yeah, man, it was really, I feel like getting my hats off to our defense, responding well to adversity and just being ready for the moment. We know that we had to, accomplish the job. We had to stop them. And so, man, we just try to do everything within our power to make sure that we either cause a turnover, get a sack, tackle, do well with our tackling, and, we was able to make a play. So it was a great time.
Malik, you guys had 4 sacks today. What worked for the pass rush, and what did you think of how some of those news guys kind of joined in there? Weatherly had a sack.
I feel like, we have guys that can rush the passer, and I feel like, we've always had guys that could do that. And it's just us being us. And I feel like that was the biggest thing that you saw today. Like, we was able to, I guess, figure out what they were trying to do to us, whether with the chips or sliding the line. And you see it paid off in sacks today. And but I feel like, we've always had guys that can rush the passer, so we was able to let our hair down a little bit and get out to them.
2 things for you, Malik. How do you think Baron Browning did calling the defense? And then secondly, Justin Simmons was just talking about the mentality ahead of that last drive. What was your kind of focus going out there to try and stop him?
Yeah, Baron did a great job, to be a rookie and come in and command this type of defense, with all the different checks and guys you have to cover and things like that. I feel like he did a phenomenal job, and he was ready for the moment. It wasn't too big for him, and, we was glad to have him out there today. And you spoke at the last drive, you said? The last drive, I feel like the communication was good, and the back end from the linebackers to the front end, I feel like we was all on the same page. The back end knew that they had to keep him out of the end zone, and we just was trying to fluster the quarterback, make a move off his spot or sack him, and we was able to get after him a little bit, and we was able to get the stop.
Malik, when did you find out that Vaughn wasn't going to go, and did that change your mindset at all, or put any more pressure on you, knowing that you wouldn't have him out there?
We knew he was going to be a little dinged up throughout the week. I didn't know per se if he was going to be, playing or not during the week. But, we approached it. We knew that we had, he's a great player. So, we had some big shoes to fill. And I feel like we did a great job of that, you know what I'm saying? And whether, we had him out there or not, we was going to bring that energy, that effort, and that intensity, every time we touched the field. And I feel like, from top to bottom, Jonathan Cooper, Stephen Weatherly, we all, tried to do our part. And I feel like we did a great job of that, and it was great to come out with the win. Thank you.
What's up, Dre'Mont?
What's going on?
You guys had chances in Cleveland, Justin was saying, to kind of, as a defense, make a statement and get off the field. And he said today it was about just doing it. What was different today? Did you sense a different energy and urgency among the group?
Yeah, not gonna lie, I did feel different. We've been emphasizing it all week about how we need to apply that pressure and just create momentums and have those times where we have that 50-50 chance. We need to come up on top. So I'm glad we talked about it, and I'm glad we prepared for it that much. And to do it, it makes everything worth it.
Dre'Mont, you had your best game of the season. Is this closer to how you feel like you can play when you're at your best?
Yeah, like of course. I feel like besides the numbers always help. So this is always an illusion to what I've been doing. I feel like all season I've been applying pressure. It's all about getting home and getting your opportunity, and today was my day.
Dre, with no Chubb, and then you find out before the game no Vaughn. I know there's a chance of that. How good did it feel to be able to get to Heineke as many times as you did without those guys out there?
It felt great regardless of they're there or not. I mean, it's always good to be active and have an impact. You never want to be a guy where everyone's doing this, and then no one's mentioning your name. So it was good to get my opportunity and make something happen.
You and Shelby share a sack, and then you guys both block field goals. That doesn't happen often in the NFL. 2 block kicks in one game.
It's because we're like that. That's why.
And that was, those are big too. Those came down to be crucial moments where you guys
that was huge for us. We needed it. And, shout out to, Coach Midge. You've been talking about all week how Shelby and I can definitely get it. Like, I kid you not, from last week we came in, he talked about it. He emphasized it, Shelby and Dre, and they worked out in our favor for sure.
Thanks, Jerry.